Saint Augustine's Confessions hardly needs praise. The work stands as the first autobiography in history. You see daily life in the Roman Empire shortly before its collapse. You also see the inner world of a comfortable provincial family. Augustine was born in Thagaste, a small town in what is now Sucaraz, Algeria. His mother Monica was a Catholic and a Berber, one of the region's native peoples. His father Patricius was a pagan, a Roman citizen, and a member of the local town council. The family was not noble, but land income supported them well enough that Patricius never needed regular employment. North Africa at the time reflected the religious variety of the wider empire. In 315, Emperor Constantine favored the Catholic Church. He granted the Lateran Palace to the Pope, financed churches in Rome, such as St. Peter's, and sponsored construction in the Holy Land. Even so, many religions endured. Roman paganism, local cults, diverse Christian movements, Manichaeism, and Judaism all existed side by side. Patricius showed little interest in religion. He did not interfere with Monica's faith and allowed her to raise the children as Catholics. When Augustine was born, a priest marked him with holy oil and placed blessed salt on his tongue in an exorcism rite. Monica did not have him baptized. This delay was common in early Christianity. Many believers postponed baptism until death, since the rite erased all prior sin. Monica and Patricius had 2 other children, a son named Navigius and a daughter possibly called Perpetua. Augustine was Monica's favorite. Women of her class often hired a slave to nurse infants, but Monica breastfed her son herself. She kept him close and showed him unusual affection, as Augustine later recalled. Patricius loved Augustine and wanted him to succeed. He hoped for a strong education, a respected career, and a prosperous marriage. When Augustine was 16, Patricius noticed signs of puberty at the public baths. His ambitions shifted from careers to grandchildren. That night he drank in celebration. Monica focused on education. Early marriage would end Augustine's studies and limit his future. She knew the risks of delay. He might seek prostitutes, keep a mistress, or pursue married women. Monica chose schooling over marriage and warned him against sexual sin, especially adultery. Augustine ignored what he called her feminine advice. He admits he was eager for temptation. In 371, at 17, Augustine went to Carthage to study at its university. Soon after arriving, he took a mistress and lived with her. A year later, she gave birth to a son named Ade Auditus, meaning gift from God. This confirmed Monica's fears, but worse followed. In Carthage, Augustine joined the Manichaeans, who saw themselves as a spiritual elite. They taught that 2 forces ruled the universe. The Father of greatness represented light and intellect. The opposing power ruled matter and evil. Many figures called Jesus had appeared to aid humanity, yet none defeated evil. Catholics debated whether Manichaeism was pagan or heretical. Monica saw no difference. When Augustine first returned home as a Manichaean, she refused to let him enter the house. Patricius died in 371. Monica now felt she had lost her son as well. In despair, she sought counsel from a bishop who had once been a Manichaean. She hoped he could persuade Augustine. The bishop said argument would fail while Augustine was new to his beliefs. Monica cried and pleaded until the bishop lost patience. Then he calmed himself and reassured her. A son for whom so many tears were shed, he said, would not be lost forever. Monica also found comfort in a dream. She stood on a narrow beam beside a radiant young man who told her to stop grieving. One day, he said, her son would stand where she stood. Augustine joked that this meant she should join the Manichaeans. Monica replied sharply. The dream promised that he would join her, not the reverse. In 383, Augustine decided to seek work teaching philosophy in Rome. He planned to bring his mistress and Ade Auditus, but not his mother. He deceived Monica by asking her to pray at a harbor chapel. While she prayed, he boarded the ship and left. When Monica returned, the vessel was gone. She stood alone, overwhelmed with grief. This cruel act kept them apart for 2 years. Augustine also failed to find success in Rome. He soon moved with his mistress and son to Milan, where the imperial court resided and scholars found patronage. Monica followed him there, and they reconciled. In Milan, Monica attended Mass at the cathedral and heard Bishop Ambrose preach. Ambrose matched Augustine in intellect and training. He spoke with polish and authority. He also showed resolve. When Emperor Theodosius demanded a Catholic church for the Arians, Ambrose refused. During Holy Week in 386, soldiers surrounded the cathedral. Ambrose and the congregation, Monica among them, barricaded themselves inside. The emperor withdrew and left the churches untouched. Augustine admired Ambrose's conduct. He began attending Mass with his mother to hear the sermons. Around this time, while reading Cicero's Academia, Augustine encountered a critique of intelligent men misled by strange sects, combined with Ambrose's influence. This argument weakened his commitment to Monica. Augustine yielded and began formal instruction under Ambrose. Monica then delivered painful news. As a Catholic, Augustine could not continue living with his mistress. Social status also barred marriage to her. After 17 years together, he had to send her away. Augustine said the loss wounded his heart. The woman returned to North Africa. Adiaditus remained with his father. The promise once made to Monica was fulfilled on the night of April 24th. 225. 387, at the Easter Vigil, Ambrose baptized Augustine and Adiaditus. This marked the height of Monica's joy. Weeks later, she fell gravely ill. As she lay dying, she told Augustine not to worry about her burial. She asked only that he remember her at the altar of the Lord. Her words hinted at the future. Augustine did enter the priesthood. He later became a bishop and produced writings that shaped Christian thought for centuries. His influence stands second only to St. Paul. None of this seemed possible when he left home for school, driven by desire and ambition. The change came through years of persistence and prayer from his mother.